in a room with a trunk.
Yeah.
What can go wrong?
I would just like to start off by apologizing for last week and there being no stream. My computer decided to die, and I had to get everything set up from scratch again. Although I was able to figure out how to get my touch portal loaded from a backup. That was my biggest hang up because I used that thing to switch the scenes and everything and mute my mic, and that was a headache. But everything is back and running now. So Elgato makes this device called a Stream Deck that has a bunch of little buttons that you can preset on it.
Yep.
For broke-ass cheap people like myself, you can use any old cell phone or tablet and download this program called Touch Portal, and it gives you a lot more options for buttons and does basically the same thing for a much lower cost.
Okay, nice.
So he's touching a tablet or a phone.
Yes, there's a tablet in the middle of my desk underneath my main screen. Not either of my side screens, my main screen. There's an extra screen down there that's a tablet. That a while ago my tablet died and I had to replace it. I'm just not having good luck with electronics these last 6 months or whatever.
You got to switch everything over to clockwork and have little hamsters
Apparently.
on wheels to power that.
But other than that,
Or
we're back up and
if you
running.
get a piano, you could have little strings that just play it somehow.
Now,
Magic.
what
Yeah.
was that comedian's name? Something green. It just popped in my head. Daddy, would you like some sausages? If anybody remembers that movie. It's so stupid.
That was
That's green.
yeah, that was a really weird movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big Seth Green fan, so I always thought he was a little weird.
He is an odd guy.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to be in a room by myself with him.
No, the Daddy Would You Like Sausages with Tom Green, not Seth
Yeah,
Green.
Tom Green.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Still wouldn't want to be in a room with him either.
Real weird guy.
Oh, no, I was thinking of Tom Green then. Seth Green's fine, I think. I only think of him from that mini-me.
Austin
That's it.
Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Let's just take him out back and shoot him. Why are you doing all this elaborate stuff?
The Diet Coke of evil. 1% not evil enough.
All right. Well, let's hop in, and Oliver, I'll let you take it away with the recap.
No. Mm-mm. No.
You were jumping in. You were so excited. I was like, all right. We'll all take turns. See, Oliver will start us out this week, and then we'll just kind of circle around.
That was all I had. Just remember,
There's
I
a
just
trunk.
remembered where we were at.
Okay, fair enough. I guess to summarize, kind of last stream as well, was just like we continued the combat. That was pretty much the bulk of it. You guys took out a bunch of Dwargar and decided to throw them outside. Took the time to actually just toss their bodies overboard. And perhaps the guy that was sleeping lived, but you tossed him out as well. And he had to wake up mid-fall, I presume. And then
It's gonna
after
be
the
his bad guy origin story. That's how, at the end of our campaign, he's gonna be the one who kills us.
From a wheelchair.
Probably something.
That's when you get to utter. That's when you get to utter the best line of all time. I don't even remember who you are.
just comes in. He's got he knows everything about you, and you guys don't know anything about him. So anyhow, you guys do that. It wasn't a particularly difficult combat, I would say, in terms of you guys didn't go down multiple times as opposed to other combats, but it was just long and drawn out.
Zoran died twice.
I died 5 times,
yeah.
bro.
You didn't
It's
die, you
you're
just
all,
lost consciousness
you
repeatedly.
You only had to roll 1 death save. It was doesn't really count. Once you get into 2 death saves, then I'll take a nuke.
Okay,
Or
cool.
natural
All right.
one.
Now I know where our threshold lies. So, okay.
Zoran sitting over there in the corner. I was murdered.
That's true. I don't know how many times you've done. I think 3. Does that sound right?
I think
No,
so.
I really think it was like 5. Because Bovades, he had to give me a lot of 1-point heals when we were playing.
I get it. I don't got a lot.
No, it's fine. It helped. It's still
Not a
fine.
lot of juice in the tank.
So anyhow, you guys decide to take a short rest afterwards. You kind of hold up in the kind of like barracks section, and then no one seems to come search for you all. And so you decide to go back into the main hallway, and you kind of, I guess, using the map orientation, kind of head north into this like room where there was this large stone table, and seems to be ingrained in the stone. There's a path, kind of like indicating like going through each of the 10 towns and kind of like circling around them. At the edge of it, there was like seems to be like some sort of figurine, maybe like a miniature statue of some sort of dragonoid looking creature. You did some rolls. You weren't able to kind of figure out what it is, or even have ever seen or heard of it. I mean, it's got kind of like the form of it, but what really kind of gave way was like the face and the shape of like the mouth that really kind of threw things off. And then the way the scales were drawn on it or engraved in it were a little bit odd. So after not really finding too much in this room, you guys go into the next room, and you're in this kind of like, seems like a master bedroom of some sort, where there's this ridiculously large bed that's got a bunch of like furs and things on it. There's a chest bolted to the ground. You guys are kind of like searching through, and you haven't found too many things, and we're kind of pretty much picking up from there, and seeing what else you guys find. So
Admin notes that a silo found a key.
Yes. Sorry, yes. So
Perfect.
Silo found a key, and
What it opens to, we don't know.
Yeah, you're not sure what it opens to, and you're pretty much, that's where you guys are gonna, you left off. You guys are gonna investigate what you guys are gonna do with the key, and then I'm assuming press on into other areas. So, all right, I've already unpaused you guys. What would you like to do next?
Do you have I know we talked about this last game, but could you like type out the order that it looks like that dragonoid thing might be going in?
Oh yeah, sure. Because you were able to kind of suss out like which of the 10 towns.
I think so, and I think you said the order, and I was not prepared to write it down. I have no idea if it's going to be relevant.
You had something about Goodmead, East Haven, Care Donaval, and then the last town was Bryn Shander, but I did not get the rest in between.
Okay,
yeah, maybe it goes from like smallest to biggest, or maybe it just goes for the most efficient route.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had Dugan's Hole. That was the first one. Dugan's Hole, Goodmead, East Haven, Care Donaval, and then Bryn Shander's last.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm typing them out. If you give me a few seconds.
Oh no, you're good.
Time's up.
There should be 10 of them, so if you get to 10, you got to the right amount.
Yes.
It's gonna be real awkward if like one of the towns people just up and leave.
I just have to make sure I'm spelling things right. I could be copying and pasting, but that's fine. It's probably good that I learned how to actually spell some of these.
Yeah, so you can put it on like a resume or something.
Almost there. Oh shoot.
Oh my gosh, what is this language?
No, they were supposed to be common. Okay, hang on. And I accidentally hit enter.
I see common underneath. Oh, maybe that's just me.
Yeah, let me do. Hang on. Patience.
You're going again.
No, I'm keep going. We've got Rime.
Yeah, I think, we're likely going to try this key on that bolted down trunk. And if that doesn't work, I think we're going to break into it.
Okay. So almost there. Oh, come on. Formatting. And golden. Okay, there we go. So it's castle to Dugan's Hole, and then a good meat, and then I just kind of list them all out there. So that seems to be the path, and you would, Oz, I mean, I'm assuming when you're kind of like transferring this over, you would take the time to note that, I guess, or you kind of already have that information. So,
Now, is
do you have any
there
questions based on this order or anything like that? You guys haven't been to all of them, but you've been to a decent amount of them.
I guess I'll pull out a map and just see if it seems like it's, like the first one is closest to where we might be, and then it just kind of goes from there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, it's the closest one from the castle, is Dugan's Hole, and then it kind of makes like a circular shape, ending with Brinchander, and then it does actually complete. It doesn't like just stop at Brinchander and ends. It actually like returns back to the castle. So goes full circle.
Does it run at a specific time each day? Can you set your watch to it?
I mean, if you knew anything about like its speed and then like distances, and maybe you could have some idea. But
presumably we don't know anything about that. Okay. I'll also
Yeah.
just note that down and basically go. We're literally in no position to do anything about that, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. So okay.
But based on geography, we can tell that this is its starting and ending point.
Yeah, so you kind of based on like where you're positioned at, like, yeah, this would be the starting / ending point. So
Okay.
whatever this is related to, it seems like this is the origin of whatever this thing's path is. Okay, so any other questions on that, or besides like what
I have
the
a
heck is
question.
this? Yeah.
Well, will I get hurt if I try and open this chest? Just kidding. Just kidding.
The answer is one way to find out. So
Just kidding. Asilo! Bring that key over here. And also, I'm gonna stand really far away in case it poisons you or something.
Okay.
That's nice. What a great friend.
This is the big iron chest.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Okay, so I will attempt to check it for traps.
So you do notice that the first thing you notice, yeah, so feel free to roll that first, but you do notice that there is like a lock to it. But yeah, go ahead, feel free to investigate it for traps. Okay, so 18. You actually do notice that there might be some sort of mechanism associated with this. Like, you're like, wait a minute, hang on a second. Why? There seems to be like, maybe like within like the grooves of the chest, there seems to be like some sort of like mechanism or like something you can like just maybe spot. You're just like, wait, that doesn't seem odd. Like, why is this like sticking out? Like, there's something odd about this that I'm like, that would give you some pause to immediately opening this.
Hey, do we know someone who has a mage hand or something? Who can maybe Jimmy the lock?
It's called Jimothy, the lock.
Yeah, so you do spot something, Asalo. You haven't checked the lock itself, but it seems to be locked visually, so I'll give you that.
Okay.
But you haven't like tugged on it or anything like that. I'm assuming you're just kind of looking at it. You're not like.
Yeah, well, I'd look at it. I'd take the key and put it in there and not fully turn it, but like just kind of half turn to sit and watching that mechanism to see if it looks like it's potentially disarming or.
Okay. So yeah, so you kind of like stick the key in and you know, maybe give it a little like, you're like, oh, okay, is it gonna give? You know, is this actually gonna slightly turn? And you notice that this key actually doesn't even go all the way in. It seems to be like not the right key for this lock. You kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I tell my party, I don't think this is the right key, but it appears there's something waiting to go off if you try and open this chest.
Okay, maybe we'll keep looking around. I guess when we did our investigation earlier, we didn't check. Like, did we check like this bed is ginormous, and so is like this ogre head thing or whatever? I don't know. Did we check everything? I don't recall.
So you guys did do like an investigation check of this room. So I'll kind of tell your stuff over. Let's say you go to that head because you exhibit interest in it, and yeah, you don't see anything like behind it. There's like, oh, a secret passageway or anything like that.
Something in the ear. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Did we?
Nothing like that. It does seem to be. They actually took the time to actually taxidermy it, so it's not like just rotting head on the, hung up there. So it is.
Did we check inside the mouth to see if maybe there's a second key in the mouth of the ogre head?
Yeah. So I'll carry that over, and no, there's not one.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I mean, that's a good question. So.
Probably an ogre's ass.
Yeah, no, that's always good. So yeah, there is a seems to be a door over here to be like some sort of closet, and you do notice that there is like a keyhole for that, like it is locked, which seems a bit odd, like it is a closet or something, but like there is some sort of like door lock there.
Silo! I guess I'm gonna see if maybe his key works over here. Where'd you find that key again? Was it in this door?
Don't remember.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, like you found it under the mattress. So.
Oh, maybe it works on this door.
All right, so I will go over and see if the key works in this door. Just put it in and turn it.
Okay, so you put it in and turn it, and it does unlock. You decide to open it.
Yes, I will open the door.
Don't open it! No!
So you
over here.
So you open the door, and you're very fortunate. Nothing goes off or springs or anything like that. But you notice that this closet doesn't. It's not like your traditional closet where like a bunch of like clothes and things are hung up. Seems like this closet has been converted into some sort of. Well, why don't you give me a religion check? But it seems like there's some sort of like
religion
shrine or something.
7.
7, yeah. That's I even have the DC here. This is straight from the book, and unfortunately, you do not succeed. But yeah, you think it's a shrine. It looks like it depicts like some nude female Dergar with like there's like no facial features. There's a spiked crown on top of her head. There's a bunch of shelves in there, and stacked on some of the smaller shelves around the statue seems to be like 7 different skulls. They're kind of like a weird elongated shape. Yeah, you don't really know exactly what this is, but gives you like crystal skull kind of vibes in terms of like the shape of the elongation of the back, the the skull there. But yeah, it is quite a sight to see, and you know, maybe like based on like how, you know, pious you are, you definitely get a bad vibe.
So,
from this room.
but Buffades, you might be interested in the closet.
Well, I don't know. He just came out, you know.
Is anything about this cultist shrine seem familiar to Oz?
You may roll a religion check if you'd like.
Okay.
And anyone else who would like to, they can roll. Or they're like, I don't give a shit, and they just kind of walk out. That also works too.
Never was very religious.
Yeah. All right. So with a 21, sorry, the kind of like statuette thing is about like 3-ish feet tall. It's not too particularly tall, but I mean it seems the same size as them. So, it's not like this huge grandiose thing. But you gather that this seems to be this kind of pulling back from like your knowledge here in terms of like, you know, I don't know how many religion courses you took.
All of them.
All of them. You were a religion minor.
I was programmed with a general overview of several different religions.
So this seems to be the name of. Let me put it in the chat here. Deep. Oh, as a silo, Deep Dwera. And it seems like to be some sort of deity of. I mean, it makes sense of the Durgar and like kind of like some of the Underdark creatures. It's you've known her as like a demigoddess, and the idea is that it seems like a deity of like conquest and like psionic magics of some sort. So not a particularly great deity.
Tends towards evil.
Yes, I would say. But more on the if we were to kind of put it on it, more on the lawful evil side of things. So
a stand-up gal.
Stand-up gal, you know, has her own like morals and decisions. They just may not align with most good folks, I guess.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just kind of reach up to like the Lathander like amulet of health thing and just say she's got nothing on you.
And you actually like as you kind of raise up the symbol, you feel like a slight warmth, and like you maybe see like a brief or a glimpse like some glow as it kind of like as you hold it up and then bring it back down, as it seems to be like responding and resonating with what you've stated.
Yeah, Deep Dwyer is like, oh, your god just warmed your amulet a little bit. Well, look at what I can do.
Well, you as well kind of get the similar like unease about this particular room. Like there's something definitely, I don't know, I would say it almost feels like consuming about this room. That's
Do I know anything about trashing shrines to gods?
Definitely not good. I would say based on your, it's not well received upon by any deity. Especially, I mean, you could argue you could say I'm doing on behalf of my deity, but considering that we live in a world where it's like, there are many gods and they will respond kindly, it doesn't bode well unless you are certain that there won't be any repercussions to it.
I see.
Yeah.
What if you said reorganizing instead of, destroying?
You like pull
Oh
up,
yeah,
bring
the
up a
technicality is.
So
map.
does
Bring up a map. I'm just gonna reorganize.
does the crown look like it's a separate piece, or is it molded into the statue?
That is it's actually a separate part. The crown is like placed upon it, so you could actually remove it if you wanted to.
I will relay what I know about this shrine to the rest of the group and just kind of say, typically frowned upon to destroy shrines to deities, but as a demi-goddess, she's lower on the pecking order than someone like Lathander, as far as I'm aware, as far as like god powers.
That seems so sexist.
Look at this politicking.
Well, I think Lathander is one of the major gods of the realm, whereas she's not even a full goddess.
Do you think a key could be hidden in there somewhere? I mean, I'm not going to go in there.
Possibly. At the risk of seeing Lathander again sooner than expected, Oz will slowly take like 11 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. All right. Are any of you doing anything else as Oz is kind of ritually casting Detect? Or no, he's just casting Detect Magic here.
I would like to ritually cast it and just let everyone know that that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Jimothy if he's going to try and open this chest or not. All right, I'm gonna step out of the room. Maybe I don't know. Okay. I don't want to go to the hallway by myself, so I'll just be in this other room.
I will. Okay, so I'll have you guys all reposition yourselves. Where do you want to be as things are happening?
Where do you want to be when this thing explodes?
No, I'm not saying like that.
My answer is as far away from Oz as I can be.
Honestly, Oz could step into the other room while he's taking 11 minutes to cast Detect Magic. So he'll probably do that if he knows someone's going to open up a trapped item.
Yeah. Okay. Do you... okay, so Buffetti is going to be on the other side of the room. Oz on the other side of the room.
I'm staying where I'm at.
You're staying where you're at. Zorn goes to separate rooms.
It's kind of like in roller derby. You have to have a certain amount of space between you and another player. So since Oz moved into this room, I'm going to be in this other room.
No, this is
nothing. You go ahead and tell her, Matt.
This is nothing like roller derby. You're gonna need to help me, Zoran.
Oh, okay. Then I shall return.
Just the thing that you make people better at things.
Okay. Now it's kind of weird. It's kind of like revealing the hand, I guess, a little bit. But are all the doors closed? Do you keep the shrine door closed? Do you?
No, the shrine door is open. I'm keeping an eye on, giving the shrine a stink eye. I don't like this thing.
Yeah, I think all the doors that we entered to get in are still open as well. I wasn't closing them, so unless someone, I would like to keep them open.
Oz and I were closing the door when Asilo was looking at it, but if you guys are not going to reclose them as I'm trying to open it, Zoran, you don't need to be here. Just do the thing you do that touch me and make me good.
Yep. Cast it.
Okay, good touch, not bad touch.
I'm going to go ahead and also give Jimothy some bardic inspiration.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Asilo, give me a perception check as you're kind of giving the side eye to the statue here, and this room in general.
12.
And then I also moved out.
So maybe like looking back, and you're looking at this, like looking into the room, looking at Jimothy. You kind of like maybe keep your vision like focused on the room, and you like swear you see this, but you like think one of the skulls like twitches, like shifts, like ever so slightly.
Normal.
Totally normal. So anyhow, Jimothy, why don't you give me your tools here?
Yeah, what do you want to use? Like thieves' tools to pick the lock?
Yeah, pick the lock there. I'm assuming that's what you want to do.
That is what I want to do. And then I can use the D4.
If you're proficient with these tools, don't you get to add your proficiency to it?
That is my proficiency, yeah. So it's 16 plus 3.
Oh, I guess I thought it also included your dexterity modifier, but I don't know where I'm getting that idea from.
Yeah, I think that's sleight of hand.
Yeah. So okay, so you got 19. Do you choose to use the Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, I feel like might as well just go all out. So that's 22, 28. And if I still failed, I'm able to use my psionic energy die to roll another D8 and add it as well.
Okay.
So
Well, given that,
failed.
yeah, no, you do not fail. You actually like, it's actually particularly like one of your, I want to say the toughest luck you've encountered. You have encountered a much higher difficulty, but definitely one of the more difficult ones. You maybe learn a few tricks in terms of like your maneuvers, and you're like, oh, okay. As you're picking things, it just takes a little bit longer than you anticipate, but you're able to get it, and you hear like a click, and then the lock kind of like shifts down, and like you can remove it if you'd like, and it is.
I imagine that I've like slowly disassembled the entire lock in pieces, and I've just like got this like exploded view arrangement of all the pieces of this lock now like on the floor next to me, and the last piece will be like the hook that I pull out of the loop or whatever, and
yeah, I mean, it is like, I don't know who's ever watching this, like this is actually impressive, and like Jimothy's like carefully laid it all out. It actually does look like an exploded view, like, you know, if you were to render it, it could like collapse all back in.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Say
Well
better than having an exploded view of Jimothy.
Well, you know, there's
My
still time.
lever.
So the chest is open. Oh, sorry, the chest is unlocked. Would you like to open it?
Do I mean, I guess I don't know if it goes without saying or if it's implied. Since I've unlocked this thing, you mentioned that a silo basically he was detecting a trap or something like that. Is that part of what I was disarming, or was I just unlocking it?
You're just unlocking it. There's no like indication like exterior wise, besides like the very brief thing that there is a kind of like a deactivation thing. Like it seems like everything associated with that has to be internal, unless you like, you know, smash this thing or somehow figure out a way to get in, drill holes in it like a safe or something like that, and like but yeah.
Okay, I will. I mean, this chest is, I mean, it's like 10 feet long, so this thing's heavy. Like the lid's pretty heavy, I assume.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a big old iron, so it's, you know, maybe like 50 pounds or something like that. Maybe not as many, but like definitely like you'll feel some weight to it.
Yeah, if you need help, I'll come over. But
before I do that, I will pull out I have a long. Oh wait, no, I don't. That's not efficiency. I have a rapier. So I'm going to try to I'm gonna stand over here at the side, like as far back to the back of it as I can. I'm gonna try to put the rapier underneath and pry the front up a little bit, and maybe suggest that Silo to maybe move out from in front of it for a moment. And then if he chooses to move, I guess.
Well, do you want me to lift the lid while you try and hold the catch of the trap?
Well, I don't know if there is a trap. If there's a trap, it's on the inside. I can't see it. I was just gonna slowly peek open the thing and see if anything flies out the front or blows up or... Basically, I want to like crouch down next to it, poke my rapier into the, like between the lid and the body of the chest and like slowly pry it up to see if anything blows up or anything like that where I'm not taking an explosion to the face or arrows to the face or snakes to the face.
I don't feel comfortable taking my eye off of this thing, so I will take a defensive stance or whatever it's called in 5th edition.
You're gonna dodge.
Dodge, yeah. I am prepared to dodge.
Perfect. Okay. Then I'll start frying.
All right, so it's weird enough. Like, so you kind of get it in there, lift a little bit, and it's almost like it's spring-loaded, just shoots out, and I'm gonna have you hear this like, it's kind of scary. You hear like almost like a screech coming from this, and it sounds like almost like a huge like belch as this like fumes spew out of it. I'm gonna have Silo, Jimothy. Well, I guess these doors are kind of open, but it's just let me just make sure I want to get this right. Well, it'll definitely go in the other room. So I'm gonna have everyone except Zoran.
No.
Yeah, suck it. Just kidding.
I'll have give me a Constitution saving throw. Silo, you get to roll with advantage, and as well as odds in both 80s. That's because you're in the other room. Jimothy, you unfortunately have to roll straight.
Doesn't like fly over my head.
Unfortunately,
is it magical?
no, not.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta ask because I only remember occasionally. Oh, Jimothy was ready.
Okay, so as you
I punched the fucking gas back into the chest.
you're like, get the fuck back in there. All right, let me roll some damage here.
I'll take this time to chime in that I think all of your Thieves Tools checks should be ability checks, so you should be able to add your ability modifier based off of the description of the tools that I can find in the player's handbook.
Okay.
My Thieves' Tools are the ability modifier set to intelligence for some reason.
Where'd the chat go?
I don't know where the chat went.
I was just gonna ask that too.
Hey, where'd the chat go?
Oh shit! Did I hit clear the chat log? Fuck.
Control Z.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 20, honest.
God damn it.
I'll have to re-roll.
We know you got.
I was gonna say I rolled a 14. I can tell you what I got.
Yeah, you guys remember what you guys got? Because
I had a dirty 20.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, if you could comment there while I curse my name for deleting things. Okay. So, Jimothy, you will take 11 points of poison damage.
Oh.
That's with the save there.
I'm resistant to poison.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you will take half as much. So then you will take 5.
As am I.
Yeah, so you save, so you'll also take 5. Oz, you will take 22 points of poison damage.
Is it like a cold poison, would you say? Like cold damage?
No.
Chili.
Love that reach.
More poisony ones.
Would you say this is like a chew kind of poison?
Bophades, you do succeed, so you will only take 11.
Oh, perfect.
And
Dang, it got worse as it dissipated to the other room. And by dissipate, I mean got stronger in the other room?
Just like when someone crop dusts a grocery aisle.
yeah. So Zoran.
That's why Zoran left the room.
So then, Zoran, for you, difficult decision to make here. You can either close the door, you see this cloud coming towards you, and contain it within there, or you let it gas out, and you also have to roll the door. Roll.
I mean,
roll
if I
the
see
save
it
here.
if I see it coming, could I run down the hallway instead?
Okay. Yeah, I would allow that. I'll say that you can dex save you. So yeah, I'll say that. How about you give me? You can either decide to close it in, and you for sure will contain it, or you'll have to give me a dex save to evade it, and you can run out and avoid. But you leave the door open, and things kind of air out a little bit. So your
Think of it
call.
like it's like a submarine. You got to seal the hatches and just cut your losses, which is the entire party.
Or will you run and hopefully
ran.
risk?
And I did a
saving
dexterity
yourself?
saving throw of 25.
Okay, so you're able to book it. You leave the door open, and you're able to book it like down the hallway, and you're able to avoid breathing this in. Okay. So the rest of you, it's not like it just kind of like sprays in here. It definitely lingers. So if you guys, I will say you guys have a full, I don't want to say like a combat type thing, but you have like a full action or turn here to kind of like either do something or get out of these rooms, or risk having to re-roll this con save here.
I stopped breathing because I don't have to.
Yeah, so you're good. This more of just like the poison was getting on you, so that was like kind of like the first save. But now you're just like breathing it in or whatever, so you can avoid doing.
Bophadians shall rapidly exit.
Okay.
As will Oz. Oz already took almost half his hit points in poison damage.
Jimothy, what would you like to do?
Sorry, I was reading about thieves' tools. What was the question?
Would you like, you have like kind of an action here to either stick around or continue breathing this in, risking another save, like a roll, or just kind of leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to flee. So
Okay,
that's my movement to get there without sprinting.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say you'd have to go a bit further, so you'd have to probably sprint to get out.
Okay, and I will continue going.
Okay.
As far as
So, Silo, you're the only one that stays. You don't have to roll another save or anything like that. Is there anything you'd like to do? It is going to take a little bit of time for this to dissipate. This cloud of whatever this noxious gas or whatever this thing is.
Hey, so there's no windows in here or anything?
No.
And is the gas affected by the braziers at all?
So it probably would actually react, but or something would happen, but it seems to kind of like dampen it out. Like it seems like to kind of reduce the flame, and it like goes within like the brazier itself, and so whatever little pocket of oxygen, it looks like it's about to self-extinguish at some point.
Okay, I will.
It's not like it's, you know, producing a huge conflagration. If anything, it's just kind of choking it out.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that maybe it would burn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I will walk over and rummage through the chest to see if I can find anything interesting.
Okay, so this is so funny. The description, I don't. So the chest, like it tells you like, okay, here are the things you find inside the chest, and this is the part that cracks me up. So I'm gonna list all the things that are like that actually a character would care about, not the first thing it lists, and then I'll tell you what that is. So the first thing you see, you spot. It looks like a hookah, like things to like smoke hookah, made out of like platinum, from what you gather, and it's got like a star sapphire on it, and it looks like it's worth like a crap ton of money. You spot a a bunch of gemstones. You spot like a beard comb, made of like some sort of seems like some sort of stone, gem maybe, like this green color thing. It looks pretty valuable as well. And then you spot the last thing. This is the part that cracks me up. You spot a set of sandals in there. It seems like to be fit for a smaller folk. But upon closer inspection, they seem to be made of some other like precious stone type material, which could be of value. Why don't you also give me a? Actually, no, you're good looking in. That's fine. I'll say you also find like a rolled up leather scroll, in there as well. And that's all you find. So you've got the hookah made of platinum, the gemstones, the beard comb, the sandals, and the scroll. Okay, yeah, you got that.
I will gather all that up and walk out of the room to go find my party.
Okay, so everyone kind of notices that, like, you know, you get the smell of the gas. It's not great, you know. You maybe cough a little bit, but you're not like wheezing and dying or like being afflicted by this. As you gather with maybe a few more minutes, this will dissipate out into the rest of the castle, and then slowly escape through the arrow slits or whatever in windows. Okay.
I'm gonna finish my spell, thank you.
Yeah, so with enough moments
now
there,
you're gonna detect magic.
you're able to I guess detect magic. Is there anything you guys want to do as you're kind of waiting? You have a few minutes here, or you guys just kind of wait till it airs out and then go back in?
Well, Thades will just be waiting for it to clear out.
Yeah, we'll wait for it to clear out and for Oz to finish casting a spell.
Okay.
I mean, if we want, we could just go into this room down here and shut a door. Oh wait, that's the way we came. The other way. My bad.
Yeah, you're more welcome to.
If you guys are concerned, we could go to the barracks or something. We want to, or we could just wait.
Yeah. So, seems like everyone's just waiting. So, all right, you guys wait. It seems like maybe like 5-ish, 10 minutes, and you're able to. You finally gather that, like, all right, this is probably good enough to go back in. You don't smell it anymore. The coughing subsides after maybe like 2 minutes, but the smell kind of goes away after like 5 to 10 minutes. So, okay, what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to go back in and take a closer look at that statue.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
everyone goes back in. Oz, you can say that you have successfully casted Detect Magic. So I guess the first couple pings, Or sorry, hang on. You. Let's see here. It's always odd to kind of. So the first thing, yeah, you gather there's some sort of magic associated with the statue specifically.
Do I know its school of magic?
Unfortunately, it does not say. But let me look at the schools again. What it would probably be the most appropriate. Maybe divination could constitute that. Yeah, I can't quite tell you, but you do get. It doesn't seem like. I'll say this: it's not like it seems like it's an object that's like producing magic. You sense like an. Well, no, it is. I mean, it is an object, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the real question here. But I'll. Yeah, I guess probably divination will probably fit the bill the closest. To answer your question there.
Okay, so that's coming from the statue itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, suppose that's good to know.
Okay, so looking at kind of like what descriptions are here. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe a touch of evocation. Maybe give you that vibe as well.
Okay.
You don't feel. You get like. You don't get necessarily get pings from the skulls within here that they're like. Magical like they're it seems like they seem like they had like some sort of magic to them at some point. Like they were imbued with something, and it's kind of like lost its traces from long ago. I'll say this: why don't you give me an Arcana check to get that, and then you don't get any pings of magic coming from like the chests or anything like that, or from the iron chest. Seems like all of that is relatively mundane.
We're not good enough to see your rolls.
Oh, my bad.
So rest in peace to the chat.
No. Yeah, so 24 for the Arcana, so...
Okay, I'll say this. So with the statue, there seemed to be something like maybe foreboding. I don't know, like definitely something like not like it's imbued with something that's dark within it. Like you're getting not good vibes from the statue, that's for sure. From the skulls themselves, maybe you've seen this from long ago, but these correspond to skulls based on the structure, and maybe like from some of your knowledge is that these used to belong to creatures known as mind flayers.
Oh. And what do I know? What do I know about those? I mean, I've played Baldur's Gate 3, but what does Oz know about mind flayers?
So, well, they're kind of like interdimensional creatures per se. They kind of like serve like this almost like a hive mind type creature. They practice like psionic type magics. They're definitely evil, that's for sure, in some sense. And they definitely have some mind control type, mind affecting, afflicting abilities. Not great.
Okay.
It's a bit odd that there are skulls of them and these things in here. But
I guess, and I guess the crown isn't pinging anything. It's just the statue itself that's.
yeah, it seems like the crown doesn't have anything particularly pinging anything with it. It seems like it's all like the cup. All the aura is within the statue itself. It seems like the crown is just put on top of it, so it's not magical or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna step back as far as I can, and I'm gonna let a silo know that I'm doing this. I'm going to mage hand the crown off of the statue.
Okay.
And let me throw
This-
that. Slowly, very slowly. If I detect any kind of change in the magic, I'm gonna abort what I'm doing.
Okay. I'll say this. As soon as you, like, touch it, you get, like, a sense that, like, you should not pick it up. You don't know what. Like, you just get the vibe. You're just, like, something about, like, your connection with the mage hand just does not indicate that you should pick it up, mess with it.
Kind of want to poke the bear. It's like we have a bad god here. We need a good god to do something about this bad god.
So, do you continue?
Okay.
Do you raise it? Do you... What are the rest of you doing, by the way? Are you just kind of watching this happen?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, with great intent.
I will basically just say, I'm sure there's a procedure here, but I'm not the most religious individual in the world, even with my encounter.
The procedure is you destroy shrines of evil. And I will use my bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite on myself, and I will whack the statue.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right. I'm going to have you roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. This should be entertaining.
Oh, God. All right. You, my friend, are going to take 35 points of psychic damage
Ow.
as your mind, as you strike at the statue.
How much? 35?
35, yeah. As your mind is just like, and you are sent reeling back and you fall to the ground as you're like grasping your head with like pain as you are like, and everyone, you guys are seeing this. It's just like his mind, you have like the worst headache. It's like the most like sharp pain. Like it feels like a needle is just like poking at your brain there. As the first hit.
I maintain concentration on Thunderous Smite. Do I still hit it?
Yeah. Did you roll to attack?
No, I haven't rolled to attack yet.
Yeah, will you roll to attack? I mean, it's an object.
Okay, and whatever it rolls, because I have an extra window popped up. So 13.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you hit it. You hit this thing. It like fly. It seems like it's made out of like some sort of stone. So it cracks. You see this crack in it. It like cracks in a bunch of different shapes. It falls to the ground. It's not completely broken, but there's a bunch of cracks within it.
Say plus. Would it automatically take the 2d6 thunder damage?
Yeah, it would take all of that. Yeah. It's not looking great.
And I'll also use a divine smite on it. Because I can, because it hurt me in the head.
Again.
No, this is all from the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the second level one. No. No, that's only 1d8. So at second level would be 3d8. So I need 2 more d8.
Okay.
So another 16 divine smite damage into it.
Okay. So as you imbue it with this radiant energy, the cracks that are present there, it seems like the energy goes within those cracks. It continues to propagate it, and it seems like the head like completely like shears off and falls to the side, and like the statue isn't completely broken, but it is severed, and you feel like you don't take an additional damage or anything like that, but you feel like while it's probably lost some set of potency, it's not completely destroyed in that sense. I did not think you were just gonna go whack this thing, that's for sure.
It's an evil deity. It offends my sensibilities.
Fair enough. Is anyone gonna like stop or talk to the silo or anything? You're just gonna be like, this mad, not this madman, but like
You
this
know,
righteous individual.
I'm going to
I'm not
with
gonna
some
get
bardic
into-
inspiration, because other than that, I don't know how to stop this train.
Also, purposes, what if you guys could be in the room or like be somewhere in there? I guess like we reposition yourselves. So if unless you want to stay out there, that's fine with me. But
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
Bofades, to do your bardic inspiration, do you have to be in the same room or see him or what?
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
presume.
An action. I have to be within 30 feet, so I will get within 30 feet.
Okay, it seems like you're almost there.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, you're technically on the table there, but I don't know where.
Sorry, intent. I was just checking the distance, so I think
Yeah.
that's 30.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get in between a warhammer and an evil.
Or should I have
statue.
said technically I was under the table? Defensive position under the table.
You could do that. That is allowed. Okay. All right. Bofades, or not Bofades. So you cast this upon a silo there. Silo, you got sent back, like physically, like you reeled back from the pain there. As you kind of come back to your senses from the sharp pain, you notice that the statue has fallen, the head is gone. You still feel like this ominous aura coming from it. What would you like to do?
I will channel divinity, harness divine power to get a spell slot back because that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
I think I can use that on a second level spell. Yes. And I will cast Cure Wounds on myself
Probably also smart.
at second level. To get 13 healing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fucking smack it again.
Okay. I will have you roll another wisdom saving throw, please.
Is the statue considered?
Oh,
prone?
come on. Seriously?
Say again?
Is the statue considered prone?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna wall up this thing because you're gonna get advantage with it. But yeah, roll the attack. I would have given you advantage anyway, but it is a statue, and your first roll would hit it. But
Alright, so
I guess I should've
attacking
given
again And then with advantage.
What the hell is going on?
That's not much better. So 16.
Okay, so you hit. So first
For-
of all, you're gonna.
Going to savage attacker that roll, see if I can get a higher damage. Nope. I'll take the 10 damage. 10 bludgeoning.
So you will take, not as potent this time, you will take 14 points of psychic damages again. Maybe not as tough or as prolonged, but you feel an additional sharp pain as you smack into this. You're kind of like smacking into the torso to break
Not
it.
concentrating on
and it
anything.
crumbles. And from there, you, Sella, why don't you give me a religion check, please?
Religion. 14.
Okay. As you hear a voice in your head, it says to you, and it's like almost like it's almost like you get the thought, not necessarily like you hear the voice. It's like almost like you're a part of your consciousness is like telling you this. Like it says like you are doomed, and I will bind you. And then you immediately lose the connection as the rest of the statue crumbles into pieces, and you have successfully, you feel like an aura lift away from this room as whatever energy was there, and Oz, as you're kind of like you're pinging with your magic there, you feel the energy kind of immediately get sucked and drained out of this room.
Bottle it up before it goes.
Yes. Hold up your vials.
This house is clear.
Yeah, exactly. You hear like a room cleared. It kind of like pops up into the whatever menu you are in. Your HUD. Okay.
Rival gained.
All right. The skulls are still there. You're not getting an invite from them per se, but they're still there. The main thing that was kind of like producing this aura was definitely the statue, and I think it was like maybe like passing it on or imbuing whatever extraneous energy into the skulls. But the skulls seem to have lost everything. It seems like this closet is now just a regular old creepy shrine room.
With sort of skeletons in it. Anyway, the crown, does it look well made? Or is it like a crown of...
I mean, it looks like a thorned crown. It's made of stone. I mean, I'm sure someone would pay money for this, but it is like unholy, probably. It's to some people's symbol.
Mildly misshapen at this point.
Yeah, definitely misshapen. Maybe a few of like the thorns have like cracked and broken. So
I think we could go check out other rooms unless the silo needs to take another hour-long nap.
yeah, what are you guys doing? I know we just spent like a whole hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes in these rooms, so if we want to keep it moving here.
I'll move
I say
along.
we check out the other room.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Where are you
we're,
guys going?
we're not going to check out the door that was in the other room?
Are you guys following Zora or are you guys following Oz? It seems like you guys are at a junction here.
Yeah, Oz, we can check out the other room.
What other room?
I'm good with that.
I see no other room in here.
No, sorry, back the way you came.
The room where we threw the guy out of the window. There was a
Yeah.
door. Like,
Oh, down here.
That's fine. Yeah, so you unlock, the door seems to be unlocked. I saw you already open it there.
I didn't mean to. I meant to click on it to mark it, not to like to ping it, not to.
A likely story.
Yeah, that was
All
my
the
fault.
gas is released.
Boom.
Okay. Anything you'd like to do there? Okay, so you guys have this door. Do you guys want to just open it? Do you guys want to go in? What's going on?
Well, I'll open the door and take a look inside.
Okay.
Okay. So you take a look inside, and it seems to be some sort of like office, perhaps. There's like a stone desk and a chair that's empty in this room. The braziers are kind of like not lit at all. They're completely extinguished, and there's an arrow slit kind of like to the south of the wall that leads kind of like to the outside, and you feel like the breeze from the cold air in here. Seems
Can
like
I rummage through the desk?
yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check. Yeah, it seems like what's a bit odd though that like a lot of the things are like there's a lot of papers and things like disheveled. Like it seems like there was like some sort of like altercation or something like I don't know. You're not exactly sure. Like seems like somebody like wrecked this room. Okay, with a 10, the first thing you see, you don't see anything of immediate interest in terms of like shininess or money or anything like that, but you do see like a few droplets of blood, kind of like just in front of where the chair is at the on top of the stone desk. It seems like maybe there was some sort of like fight or something in here. Definitely not attributed to you guys, so this happened prior to you all being in here.
So yeah, the blood isn't dry. So I'm wondering if there's.
It's a little bit dried, but it seems like it's fairly recent, like maybe today.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out to the people that maybe we missed someone. There's blood over there. I don't think we killed anyone in here, right?
No, you did not kill anyone.
You said that there's paper in here. I guess I'll take a look at whatever scraps of paper are around to see if anything stands out.
So you pick it up, and unfortunately to you, like the language is incomprehensible, immediately incomprehensible to you. Like you're like, what language is this?
Yeah, I'll pull out my phone and do a Google Translate on it.
Yeah, so whatever equivalent spell and ability that would occur, you may do that, or if anyone else wants to do anything. But yeah, as of right now, you can't quite tell. It's all Greek to you.
I guess I could take a look at it, but I only know, besides common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, and Orc. So none of that helps me looking at this stuff. Okay, cool.
It seems like it's closer to Dwarven script than anything else, but like there's just enough characters in there that you can't quite tell.
I toss them out the window. Just kidding, no.
Yeah,
you toss. Okay,
on to the next room.
I'm kidding, no. Not that reckless. But I did tell the group that there might be another person here, and they might be a little bloodied, maybe. Or suffering a bloody nose, I don't know. But we might want to keep that in mind as we're opening doors.
All right. Okay, so you guys go back into the hallway as you guys are making your way. There seems to be
there's a door here.
Yeah, there's a door there to your left. There. Jimothy, there seems to be like some sort of gate, like a iron gate, almost like a jail cell type door there.
I
Below
don't
you,
see anything inside, or can I see through the gate?
Yeah, you can. Why don't you give me a perception check? Okay, as you're peeking, it seems like this is like a large opening, which is a bit odd the way it's constructed. But as you look down, well, the first thing you notice as you get close, you feel like a warmth, like some sort of heat is coming through this section here. And as you're kind of looking down, you see some sort of like, I don't know, machinery, some sort of like smithing, maybe forging. Like you see, like it's a bit far down. It's like, you know, maybe a story or two in terms of like depth. But you see, like it seems like the level below you, there seems to be some sort of like construction or some sort of like smithing or whatever zone. You're not exactly sure. It's a bit odd, but it's like a straight drop essentially. It seems like this is just like an overview to look in there.
Okay, I will. I don't think there's anything interesting in there.
Okay. So yeah, you have the door right behind you guys, or I guess to the north of you relatively to this map. You guys want to
Does someone
check
want
that
to?
out?
Does it seem like this is? Oh, it's closed. I'm assuming, but like, is there a lock or something, or? Do we
No lock. It seems like it's.
Okay.
I mean, it is a stone door, but there's
Yeah.
no lock or anything like that.
Okay. I guess I will slowly open it.
Okay. Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you trying to just open it slowly?
Stealthily.
Okay.
Only because I saw those droplets of blood in the other one, so I don't know if there is someone else here.
Okay.
Or
Is
not.
everyone else gonna follow her, or just gonna let her go in and check this out? Are you guys gonna be kind of like in the field of view as this door opens? What's happening?
I'll step to
I'll
the
be off to
left.
the side.
How many of you are right in front of the door when this thing opens?
Yeah.
None of us. Just Zoran.
It seems a little bit like kind of revealing, but like, you know, whatever, it's fine. I mean, I figured like I don't want to be to the place. Well, you guys were directly right there. You guys are all gonna get blasted. But
I mean,
would say
technically a silo is, you know, he's pretty big, so he's probably Bofadi's like hiding behind him, you know.
okay. I'll say from here on out, I'm gonna, as soon as you guys are gonna interact with any door or anything like that, I'm gonna assume the positioning that you're in is the positioning that things are happening. So,
Yep. Fair
So-
assumption.
I'm ready to smash something in the face with my hammer if it comes through that
all right.
door.
Why don't you give me a stealth check there, Zoran? Silo, are you gonna try to be inconspicuous, or are you just gonna stay there? Or?
I'm standing there ready to swing with a big ass hammer if
Okay.
something comes out.
So give me 1 second here.
Spider monkey's gonna come out.
Hey, monkeys? God damn.
Spider monkey.
Maybe a cave troll.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So you open the door, kind of crack, maybe like halfway, and you notice that there seems to be. I'll open it up. There seems to be like a smaller, like there are like older woman at this like hexagonal shaped table, stone table, just like stuffing her face in. She's just like eating, and she's like too engrossed in it to even notice that you've opened the door.
Okay, great. I'm gonna close the door.
Okay, so you close the door.
And I'm going to comment to my group that there is a woman in there, you know, gorging herself on food.
Did you say she was
Yeah.
elderly?
Yes. Elderly woman.
All right.
Gorging herself on food. All right.
Yeah. So Jimothy, take care of that.
What the fuck?
I know how you feel about elderly people. Just kidding. So, maybe we come back to this, or should we check out the other rooms first?
It seems like, I'll say this, like when you open it, it seems like a large room. It seems like a large, like what you gather, like maybe like a dining type
I
hall
think
or something like
we
that.
should probably just go ahead and deal with this now.
You want to? Okay. We can. I'll open the door again, but do we want to
Okay.
do it quietly? Try and sneak up on her? Take some food? Just kidding.
Make some food.
Alright, I'm gonna try and open this door stealthily again. Maybe to the
Okay.
point where maybe she can't hear me again.
All right. Roll again, please.
I will move to look over Zoran's shoulder.
Okay. So you
14.
open the door, and you roll pretty well, but like she wasn't actually eating this time. She kind of like paused, and she was like mid conversation. She notices the door opens, and she's like, she calls out, and you actually for the first time actually recognize what someone's saying. She calls out in common. She's like, "Hello."
Hello.
And she hasn't
Suspect.
seen you yet. You kind of like open it part of the way, but she's just kind of like it's almost like a question. She's like, "Hello," like seeing like who's there or something like that. And then
Oh.
she changes back to the other language, and she's like it seems like says something like one word or one phrase, in the language you can't understand anymore. As she corrects herself.
Uh,
Are you gonna completely open it and answer, or are you just gonna?
I was gonna say, based on where we're at, I'm assuming we can't hear that.
I would say yeah. The only folks that can hear it is our Silo and Zoran there.
fine. Yeah, I'll say hello. I
Okay,
will
so you-
open the door and
Okay.
just let myself in. I'm just gonna crack in enough to where I can like slide in. I don't want her to see a silo.
Okay.
If I can do
Silo,
that.
are you
somehow.
okay with that?
Yeah, I'll have a javelin ready, just in
Okay,
case.
so you hop in. I'm assuming you just leave the door open, or you just kind of like gently like leave it kind of like cracked, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. Like basically, I just want to like have my body, like have my body in, say hello.
And are you speaking Common, or are you speaking any other languages?
Yeah.
You
I'll
heard her
speak
say in Common, but
Yeah, I'll say it in common.
okay. So she'll change back into Common. So she's like, "Oh, hello. I'm assuming you're all the ones that are causing the ruckus, or is it just you?"
Yeah, just me.
I'm impressed. Please, join me at the table here.
Okay.
And you notice as you're kind of like coming into this room, there seems to be like one of the Durgar you fought over here. He's like
Oh no.
chopping stuff up. He seems like he's like one of the cooks or chef or something like that, preparing and like, and he's glaring at you, but he doesn't do or say anything. He's giving you the stink eye there. Okay, so where are you joining her? Where at the table are you sitting?
Right here.
Okay. So she's just like, well, I am Grandolpha Mudskart.
Bless
And
you.
you are?
I'm Zoran.
Zoran.
I'm from the south.
Interesting. Are you one of those pesky southerners I've been hearing about?
No. Is every person you meet from the south part of the southerners?
No, but there has been rumors there's a band of southerners messing with Zardarok's plans or interfering with a lot of different things within 10 towns.
What is Zardarok's plan? It's the first I'm hearing about it.
Well, hang on. Let me ask questions first, and then I'll answer yours.
I thought we were having a conversation. I didn't realize it was a interrogation from you.
No, not yet. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing here, and what's your business here? I presume you're here to see Zardarok, but to what intent?
To see what his plans are. So maybe I can help him out. Maybe have some common ground. See if maybe
And she's
we
like,
can...
why don't you give me an insight check?
16.
16. You gather. She kind of frowns at that. You saying you're looking to help him, and she's like, "Oh, well, then Well, if you'd like to eat something, and she kind of like backs down, and she's just like, well, I guess you'll find him soon enough. But she seemed to not like the response that you said you were willing to help him.
So what are you doing here?
Oh, Sunblight summoned me. He's trying to court me. You know, allowing me to stuff my face in, and he's gotten me this like. And you notice this like little mechanical creature hops onto this table, and it seems to be like a smallish or a larger-ish replica, but it's a moving mechanical being of like this statue thing that you saw in the room of like this dragon-looking thing. It's a little bit bigger. Again, it looks like it's mechanically designed. It's like moving on its own free will. It's really it's quite impressive, honestly, like how it moves, and it's got this like outer coating of like what seems to be of Chardolin. And she's like, I mean, I'm impressed with his craftsmanship, and I don't even know how he imbued it with this magic. But
What is it?
oh, he claims to be some sort of prototype of a larger being that he's designing.
A
But
larger
anyhow-
being called what?
I'm sorry?
Is it like a called a what? Like a is it a? Does he have a name for the creature? Is it like a, I don't know, a bee?
And she frowns again, and she's like, I'm sorry. Look, would you like some food? I'm terribly busy. I'm sure Zardrock could. I have no time for you, to be frank. You seem to have business with him, and I'll let you go see to it.
Okay. You know the fastest way to go see him?
And she's like, I have no business of helping you. I have no interest in
Okay.
doing so.
Gosh, it seems like there's some clues happening, maybe.
You can do this. You got this.
Okay, bye. Just kidding.
All right.
I mean, I don't. It seems like she would help us if she knew our true purpose being here, but also this dude, the chef over here, I don't really want to say anything that might endanger us. So.
That's fair.
Okay, enjoy your meal. I'll see you later.
She's like, good luck. And so, okay, so you're gonna go back outside?
Yep. I'm gonna
Okay,
shut
cool.
this door.
All right.
I'm gonna tell them what I found out. And I think that lady would have helped us, but there's also one of those dudes who kept killing me in the other room, so I didn't want to say anything. Have them kill us. So if someone else would like to go and talk to her, or I can try and have her come out here, or we can kill the chef and then just be on our way.
And kill her? She's old, you said.
Yes. But I think you could maybe kill her afterward. I think she's willing to help us.
With
I
what?
said that we were willing to help Zardrock, and she did not
How's she gonna
like
help us?
that. I don't know. He's trying to court her, man. Maybe she can, like, you know, tell us the inner workings of this place. And
Why would she do that?
tell us.
Why would she do that? She doesn't even know us.
I don't know. She didn't seem, you know, really sad about all the ruckus happening out here. But I don't know. We'd also just keep going.
Did you say that he's
You
trying
share-
to court her?
Yes.
Then
He's
she
trying to
must
court
have
her.
something that he needs, right?
I would think so. Strategic advantage by marriage?
You said there's
I don't
only
know.
a chef in there?
Yes, as far as I know.
Did you
Okay.
also share with the group the little
And
mechanical
the little trinket thing. Yeah, but I don't know how to
I don't think
describe
it's a
it.
little trinket thing. I think it's like, is it like
Yeah.
cat sized?
Yeah, what is
yeah,
the size of
it's
this
a-
thing?
Yeah, like about the size of a cat, probably. Maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe a large guinea pig.
I
Okay.
think that thing alone would be worth investigating.
I mean, it's made of Chardonnay pieces. It's kind of crazy.
And there's one chef.
Yep.
And what'd you say her name was?
Oh, let me spell it in the chat.
I mean, she was eating. I couldn't really like. I don't know what. I'm bad with names.
Ah, yes. Rangers. If it's not a tree, they don't know.
Give me a history check there, Zorn, for a second there.
Shrub.
I feel like that name's familiar as a player, but
It's definitely in my notes.
Okay, so you've got the name, so you've heard the name before. But Zoran's not recalling it right now.
Nope.
But do you tell? I mean, I'm assuming you, as Zoran, tell the characters, the other members of the party, that she introduced herself as this
One
person.
would hope.
yeah, one would hope.
We found a map. I mean, this is player knowledge, not Zoran knowledge.
No, I'm saying, but like, you mean if you choose the Zoran to pass on that name, and if someone else wants to chime in that they knew or they recall that.
So yeah, Grandolpha Musgard was the old lady's name. The broad's name.
Damn.
Does that ring a bell for anyone else?
Yeah, if anyone wants to roll a history check to recall that information.
Buffet's believes he recalls.
Okay.
Like I said, me as a player, I have the notes, but Zoran does not remember.
Okay.
I know where we found that name.
All right, so yeah, I would say everyone, I guess even Jimothy, I'll say, gets that. You guys all recall, maybe Jimothy not as much, like you remember hearing the name, but you don't remember where you saw it, where the rest of you do recall that name and where you read it.
So there was a map, and then we found like a letter, and it said to the Grand Dame of Musgard, here's a map to my castle. It's important you arrive as promptly as possible. Be aware that the trek is dangerous, but worthwhile. All the best. Zardarok Sunblight. And probably lots of like X's and O's or something.
Yeah. It's
And-
actually a bunch
and
of like
and, like,
eggplant emojis and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
No,
Right.
no, like,
And that's how we were able to find Zardarok's castle, because of this love letter. He's real thirsty.
That's right, because
That's
that
what it
was the
sounds
letter
like.
that was inside the giant, not arena, but trial.
yeah, like one of the trials. Something
Yeah.
like that.
That's a trap.
Okay.
Yes.
I say
Okay.
we just go in there and talk to this lady.
Bofades has a really dumb idea.
like it.
Okay.
Do we
Please
want her to
execute.
come with us and show us everything in the castle?
Well,
Or what is the...
I think if she's willing to aid us in any way, because it seems Zoran felt like she herself does not want to be here.
Or maybe we could, if she was trustworthy and willing, maybe we could have a psychic connection, and then we could have some privacy instead of the chef being right there.
It's one chef. It's one guy. I think we can take him.
Just
We
gonna...
just throw some of the food on the floor and he'll be distraught.
Okay. We can go back in
Not with the
and
way, not with the way I heard she was eating.
Okay.
We'll go in and put some margarine on his escargot.
Yeah, so Bofades is gonna burst through the door.
Oh my gosh.
first. Jesus.
Burst.
She's like a little
Yeah.
startled.
And-
She kind of like, she's like, oh. She's like, your friend lied. I knew there were
He's-
more of you.
And he's gonna say, Grandolpha, I can't let you make this mistake with this dastardly man. I've traveled far from the south, chasing your note to come take you with me.
Okay. Give
Please.
me. Everything was true, I would say, up till the deception. Give me a deception, please.
So that is a 19.
19. Okay. So, let me see. Let her roll on this. See if she buys your BS here.
I'm here to rescue you.
Okay. She doesn't immediately buy this whole part that you're trying to rescue her. But she's just like, I don't think I'm your type, Sonny. But I have no interest in joining houses or however the hell you want to call it with this Zardarok. Oh shit! Jimothy jumps on the table. So you also come in, and she's like, "Please, please sit, all of you. If you'd like
I'll
to
step
have-"
through the door and kind of eyeball over to the cook and kind of see what his reaction is to us walking in.
He's a little surprised, still kind of scowling. He's not too particularly happy, but he's not motioning to do anything like that.
Right.
To do anything further.
Right.
She's just like, please join me at this table. There's plenty of food.
I will come sit next to
I
her.
could offer you some of this. I've made a brew myself. I call it Musgart Brew. Would you like to try some? It's a bit bitter, but has the similar effects of alcohol.
Absolutely.
Oh Jesus.
If Jimothy or if Bofades dies, Oz will not try any.
Okay, so she hands you this brew, and she's just like, please. Well, okay, it can't all be that there is a group of Southerners that are causing a bunch of issues in 10 towns, and now a bunch of Southerners are here in this castle. You must be the same group. And she kind of like looks to your friend. She's like, please tell me you're not the same. You're the same group. You can't be another group.
Well, those are the West Southerners. We're the East Southerners.
We are the one and the same. I have spread our tails far and wide.
Yes.
No, I don't have a tail.
Why do you have to say it like that? I don't like that you're spreading it. Jeez.
Okay, first off, like tall tales. Come on, people.
He's a satyr. He's horny.
And she's just like, anyhow, and so she hands you the drink. Do you taste it?
I smell it.
Okay, it smells strong. Like it's got, like, it's not like some wine or like some nice ale. It's like whatever, strong alcohol of some sort.
It's probably freaking moonshine.
I'll look at her and I'll say, I love how aggressive everything tastes here in the north. And I'll take a giant swig.
Okay, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah. Oh no.
So, I don't even know what to do here. So you notice that it seems like there's a little bit of chunks of something, like maybe some like you gather like, oh, it seems like it's got some mushrooms or something in it, and it is strong. And it's not like it's like poison or anything like that. You just can't stomach it. Like it immediately comes up and you like spit it out. That you can't hold your liquor. Let it be known that Bofades can't hold this liquor.
Oh, I'm sorry. This has never happened before.
And she kind of frowns and she's just like, oh, I'd figure a mouth with yours you'd also be able to drink. I didn't think I was in such weak company.
Our bard often suffers from performance anxiety.
It's true.
But anyhow, I would recommend you must make your questions to the point. You don't have much time.
Can I examine the thing, the mechanical marble?
Yeah, sure. And she kind of like beckons to it, and it kind of like, it's smooth. Like the mechanic is not like a a jittery robot. Like it like smoothly comes over towards you. It doesn't allow you to touch it. It kind of like, as you kind of like maybe you reach out a little bit, it kind of like spays back, and it's a little bit like kind of like on guard, but it doesn't like It kind of like says, you can look, but no touch. It's kind of like a cat.
I'll treat it like a cat and just hold my hand out from a distance and just palm up as I try and inspect this to see if I can make anything of it.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. Um, we'll come back to that. So she'll kind of chime in. She's just like, all right. Well, what's it, ask your friend here. What's your business here? Your true business. I presume all of you came in for something.
We understand that Zardarok has been causing problems in the 10 towns, and we're trying to bring peace to the region.
And do you whisper that, or do you just say it out loud with the scatting here?
I lean over and I softly say it to her. Because I don't know if, dude over there is going to, like, betray us instantly.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Of course.
Oh! Wow.
I have disadvantage on, I'm not that, like creaking over in my plate armor. I don't know how that would affect this type of roll.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say, for once here, I'll say that it doesn't affect that. So we'll take the first roll. We'll say you got a 20 there. So she kind of like and she'll kind of like close into you, and she's like, and she speaks. He's like, this one doesn't understand common. We can speak plainly. And she kind of looks over to the guy at the table. But you must speak in common. Any other language they might be able to understand. But I personally, I have no interest in supporting or partaking with Zardarok himself. He's actually quite a nuisance and a pest that must be dealt with. And I'm here mainly as subterfuge. I've implanted some of my own workers here, and they're loyal to me. To eventually overtake this castle and make it my own and be gone with this nitwit. But to my surprise, when I came here to see what he was looking at, working on, I'm truly impressed. He's actually going to do what he said he was going to do many years ago. I suppose madness does have inspire some sort of drive in one. But he does intend to destroy 10 towns and claim the north for himself. I don't know how Arl is going to take that. The Frostmaiden herself, I presume she will intervene in some way, but I'm sure he will have to deal with that. But he's constructed something, a beast in itself, similar to as he gestures towards the mechanical being in front of Oz there. And it will destroy 10 towns and everything in its path. Unless it's stopped.
Is it bigger?
Much, much bigger. And you notice that this seems to be some sort of dragon. A mechanically made rendition of a dragon with like the Chardolin hide. It seems like behind its face, it seems like it almost looks like a furnace, and you can see like fires just on the other side of it. And that seems to be supplying the energy, partly with the magic, partly with like the actual heat and steam that you notice a little bit of steam kind of like shoots out of it between like some of its like plates of its hide. She's just like,
is his creation functional?
Soon. He's mere moments away, I would say. Perhaps today, perhaps on early as tomorrow. He was telling me last night that he's near completion. I was hoping to strike as he was going to release this thing and claim this beast for my own. But I don't know. I have no love for 10 towns. I don't care if it's destroyed or not. I have no wish to claim it, but I do wish to have all the resources that he's established here. And as a, a mechanical dragon as a protector, what more could I ask for?
2.
So, I presume you're here to stop him and thwart his plans?
Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah,
you also are
good
wanting
goal.
to stop him, then, maybe we can help each other out.
What issue do you have with 10 towns?
Oh, they're a nuisance. The Durgar itself. They wish to leave the Underdark and reclaim the above ground, and so on and so forth. And while I do wish to establish some sort of strong domain and a presence, I have no desire to completely rule the world like some sort of moron would claim to do so. But I do wish to establish some sort of kingdom here in the north. My own rule, as you will. I would do trade and as such with the 10 towns as a means of, but I will crush them as I intend to crush them, with pure capitalism. I'll claim all the resources and sell them at an incredible price.
Well, that's a more noble way to crush someone.
Subjugation is so old, so arcane. Archaic. But there are some Durgar, and she kind of gestures to her, like kind of looks over to that one that seem to hold the old school, the old ways of ruling the above ground as they once did, or claimed they did.
Well, if we were able to assist you in subduing Zardarok, perhaps we could make a peace and trade agreements with the 10 towns to ensure everyone's longevity.
To be honest, in terms of, I will provide you information, but I will not go up there and stop Zardarok until the beast is left on his trajectory, or he's been defeated otherwise. I must choose carefully. I don't take action when I don't have the immediate upper hand. But perhaps with you proving that you dealt with Zardarok, then I'm more amenable to have a conversation and how things move forward. So all I can do is supply thee with knowledge.
Deal with my problem, and I'll decide if I want to help you later.
Yeah, that's the vibe you're getting from it.
Can you give us a map of this entire castle and all the floors in the rooms?
I unfortunately don't have that myself. Zardarok is a bit paranoid. He's been killing off his own men, suspecting that they're going to be a coup of some kind, and the fool, little does he know, is it's the one that he invited in that has plans to overthrow him. He's so enraptured with me, he doesn't even see it under his nose.
Is there a way to identify those loyal to you?
That is a good question. A lot of them were guarding the outposts here on this level. I'm assuming. Well, I guess you made it this far. You must have been. And then she kind of like a little realization of what's happened. She's like, I'm assuming they're all dead.
That'd be correct.
Our bad.
We do take measures to defend ourselves, and unfortunately, it looks like we have eliminated potential allies.
Yes, there was one standing by a lever to let people in that was. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, Drek. He was my main point of contact. He was hoping that any outsiders coming in, he would aid them in invading. But it seems you figured out a way of your own.
Overwhelming violence and destruction, I guess.
We did not require his services.
That's
The
one
base
way
of
of
the
putting
mountain
it.
did, though.
Nonetheless, there are other monsters in here in this castle. He seems to have captured some myconid, or
Myconid?
or mysonid. How did I pronounce it?
I think myconids, the mushrooms.
Yeah, the myconids. Yeah, it seems to be of mushroom type folks. I've encountered them before. Creatures of the Underdark. But I presume there are other beasts as well.
Do you have connections to the Underdark?
Of course I do. I wouldn't be in a position of power if I didn't.
We have knowledge of like these Duergar having origins in the Underdark.
Yeah. I would say at the very least Oz would probably know that. Jimothy, if you'd like, you can roll a history check to see if you have that knowledge yourself. But yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, I will not wait here too long though. Again, like I said, any minute now, or any moment now, he could release this beast.
Kraken.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're in a position to go after him head on at this moment. Is there a safe place that we could rest and get an early attempt at subduing him?
Well, if you're willing to risk it, you're more than welcome to stay on this floor here or in this room or go back to the barracks or wherever. I would say I will probably retire to my own personal quarters. I suppose I could have you stay there, but it would be in your best interest to keep moving forward. If you're interested in stopping this beast, but the choice is entirely up to you. Like I said, if 10 towns were to be destroyed, it'd be unfortunate, but I would find other ways to establish my rule.
So when he comes to visit you, does he visit your room, or I know you said you don't know the entire layout of the castle, but you could at least let us know the rooms that you do know of.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
might help us some.
Of course. Sure. On the top level, the very tippy top of the castle is where this beast is being held. There's two large doors. You probably saw them from the outside, where they open up, and that is going to be where this thing's released. He showed me last night as he was testing out the final, blasts that this creature can produce. Quite impressive, I would say. The bottom level is the forge, where most of the assembly of the parts and components. You'll find potentially some of Zardarok's sons overviewing some of the operations. But while this one is near completion, there are attempts to construct another one. So it might be worth your while to also stop that. I don't know what stage they're at with this next level, but I'm assuming as they've refined their manufacturing techniques, they'll probably have a quicker turnaround on this next beast.
Do you think how similar are the larger ones to the small one here?
Oh, I would say, and she's kind of like, perhaps this size of this, I don't know, east corner of this room, I would say. Quite large, maybe even huge, mechanically speaking.
Uh, More so meant design-wise. Are they designed similarly, but just the larger ones are scaled up? Basically, if I were to find a weak spot on this guy here, would that translate to the larger one?
It's too difficult for me to tell. I wasn't able to get too much close. Even though I have gained his trust in some sense, Sardark still is a little bit hesitant on who has what knowledge. I would say the face structuring is a little bit different. Where this one seems to have a bit more, and you kind of notice that this one has a little bit more of a snout. The larger one seems to have more of a flush face. That's the one thing I could tell you.
Well, I'll still see if I can ascertain any kind of weak point on the smaller one in hopes that it might help out for the larger one if we need it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Why don't you give me an investigation check? Pretty critical here that to find any flaws or anything, or more of just like in awe of this thing.
And his name is John C.
Wow.
That'll be a 27.
Ugh, this is what I get for letting you guys roll things. All right.
No, there is no flaw. It's a perfect design.
Okay, let me see. What can I give you here?
There's a tiny exhaust port that only a precise strike with a photon torpedo will cause a chain reaction.
If we hit that bullseye, the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate.
Okay, so I will say, let me see. Does this thing have any weaknesses per se? I'll tell you what. Maybe you don't. Just for mechanical purposes, I'll say this: like, you. I'll give you like maybe. Kind of like 2 bits of information from its stat block. How about that? Since you rolled a natural 20, I was going to give you 1 if you succeeded on the check, but if you're natural 20, I'm going to give you 2. So,
Okay.
Let's see here. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know out of something about its stat block or anything like that, or?
So this is going to be the small one.
Yeah, I'll say like from the small one, like I would say like some of the things translate, but yeah, like is there anything you're of interest that you're like looking like flight ability, speed, notion of
Yeah, we'll do fly speed.
Okay. So this smaller one, not great per se, but this one has a fly speed of 60 feet.
Not great. Just twice what we can move. And I guess the other one would be...
You can learn any immunities, resistances, any like maybe something about its like attacks, abilities, any.
I'll do. I'm trying to decide if I want to do immunities or resistances. I'll do immunities.
Okay.
If it has any.
It does have any. It has a number of them. I will say the 2 that might be relevant to you, or I don't know, maybe not relevant to you, but it cannot be charmed. That's one.
Okay.
And it cannot be poisoned. I'm not sure about the other one. I'd say those are the 2. This is the first one I'm just gonna give you. Yes, so. So you got that.
Okay. Well,
kind of a condition, and damage and immunity. So, okay. And she's just like, so you're kind of like an all in this thing. I mean, this thing's like Code of the Chardalin. It's like, it's it's truly like in terms of like a magical slash mechanical artifact, like the two interfacing with those, like I don't know if you were like an artificer or something like that. This is like the best possible like thing. Like this like could not be more intricate, like elegant designed. Like must have been like several iterations to get this to work. Like the fact that there's like a large scale version of this is just like a truly like phenomenal, like an ingenious idea. Too bad it's like for not the greater good, but like truly a feat in engineering and in magic. Okay, so she's just like, all right, well, what will you do? And trust me, there will be more things to encounter along the way. I don't anticipate your fight is over to reach Zardarok and or the being.
From your knowledge, I guess I don't know if you're going to the forge a lot, like the bottom level, but is there a way to get down there without drawing a lot of attention to us? Because his sons are down there overseeing operations.
Not really. There's a small elevator. It's almost like a kind of like a I'm gonna say like more like two mechanical core. It's quite fascinating to me, like which things are really fancy and which things aren't. But it seems like there's sort of like platform system in one of the rooms on this level. And you guys saw this. This is kind of like entering you where the that seems to be the only and main way to get there that I'm aware of.
Did we, I guess, when we were fighting those guys, were they all wearing the same type of like uniform or something?
No, some of them are more armored, while some of them are less. The ones that I've supported typically don't have the fancy armor. That's Zardarok's doing.
Okay, that's good to know. If they're not in fancy armor, they're probably with you.
Well, I would say all of them, but yeah, there is an increased likelihood. Though to be fair, you probably killed most of them, so I doubt you'll find any more supporters here. Hence why I'm a bit hesitant to go now on the offensive towards Zardarok.
Well, I mean, your guy didn't help us out. Just kidding. I don't say that.
She's like, well, I mean, I feel like I instructed him to do so, and something must have happened.
Maybe he went to the bathroom. I don't know, but definitely no one was helping us.
I'm sure he was sleeping on the job.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, I guess we gathered all the information we really can. Should we kill this guy over here?
I mean, he is one of Zardarok's, but I mean, he is a chef. I need to eat.
Okay, if you like the guy, we'll leave him.
I don't particularly like him, but he does make a mean. What is she eating again?
Bread.
No,
Turkey
it
leg.
actually tells her what she's eating.
He specializes in Texas Roadhouse rolls and butter.
I'll take a dozen.
Oh, where is it? I can't. It's fine. She's like she makes a mean meatloaf.
It's haggis.
No.
He's like, I love his black pudding. Okay. So, anything else I could provide to you or help you out with, knowledge-wise?
Think
He's here right now?
We need, yeah.
Wait, say that again?
He's here right now?
Oh, he's certainly here. He must be up working at his, if he's not in his chambers, he's probably working on supervising the finishing touches, this beast.
And she didn't tell us where his chambers were, right? Because she doesn't know.
She does know, actually. Sorry, maybe the room where you guys came from, were his chambers.
The one with the
one where we just smashed his favorite statue.
Yes, that one.
Oh, that's
Okay.
He's
gonna
gonna
go-
be so happy.
Yeah, that's gonna
she
go over
doesn't-
really well.
She doesn't have any idea about the statue. She doesn't bring it up, so anything like that. But that's where she.
Are you gonna bring it up, Asilo?
Nope. So I look at her and reference the statue. Is it modeled off of her?
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
we'll be back later. Don't do anything that might upset us.
Or what? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Timothy doesn't listen to the answer.
And she's just like, I might be old. But
You
that's
are.
it. All right, so you guys gonna step out? Are you guys gonna continue eating with her or imbibing or anything like that, or are you gonna skedaddle?
I thank her for her cooperation and remind her that we will hold you to keeping your bargain to keep the peace with 10 towns if we prove to be successful.
Okay, why don't you give me an insight check on that statement? On that agreement. She kind of nods.
Insight, where's it at? I was like, I probably believe her.
You do believe her, yeah. She's just like, of course. I'm not some madman like he is.
Just wants to see who's the winner. It's a win-win situation for her.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay.
Okay,
That's we killed.
And
unless you kill her, which you could do that now. She is just by herself.
I hold up a glass towards Buffades and ask him, a drink to go?
Ah, yes. Let's try one more.
Are you gonna try to drink it
my
again, or are
Yeah.
you gonna stick up with you?
Yep. Let's try it again.
And I will try and take one as well.
All right, you as well, Asilo. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay,
Even worse, Buffades.
so this time maybe it's like the aftertaste, just like it just doesn't like you just spit it up, even like just as soon as it touches your mouth. You don't even try to like swallow it.
He just like sniffs it into the cup.
Exactly. You're like, ugh. And Asilo, you're able to stomach it. It's not the most palatable thing, but it does go down. And she's just like, I am impressed with you, Warforged. Well done.
Well, toodaloo, Musgard. We could have been something special. See you later.
And she's just like, I'm sure. And she kind of like goes back to her meal, and you guys step out. Okay. So, you've met Grandolfo Musgart. What would you guys like to do?
We speed run the castle.
Okay. How are you guys doing that?
Well, it's going to be a short run if I don't get some
Oh,
rest.
Well, there's 3 more doors that we can check out on this floor, maybe. So we could split up. You guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's split up the
2,
engine.
2, and 2.
Get off me.
Okay. Which one are you guys going to? Are you guys splitting up? What are you guys doing?
I'm-
How you-
I
Open
think
this
we
one.
should stick together.
Get off me, Zoran. I can't move.
Zoran, get off Jimothy. What the hell?
Oh, there we go.
Jesus.
All right. There's a door in front of you. This one seems to have like some sort of. Let me lock it. It seems to be locked.
Let me lock it.
Yeah, let me lock it real quick.
I'll check it for traps.
Okay, give me an investigation check, please.
Yeah.
Here, let me lock these.
Timothy, I will cast guidance on you when you decide to pick the lock.
Perfect.
Okay, investigation. It doesn't seem to be tracked. This one. So yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try to pick it.
Okay. Give me. Okay, so you can.
I was
add
going to
your
try my
dexterity and your
key.
proficiency to your thieves tools, I guess.
So just sleight of hand then.
Yeah. Cool. Goddamn.
25.
All right, you're able to unlock it.
Yeah.
As you unlock it, though, you do hear someone like call out in a language you don't understand from the other side.
They sound angry, sad, scared, need help.
It's more questioning, like you like more inquisitive, like who's there or something like that. That's kind of the vibe you're getting, I guess.
I'll do like a.
Okay. You hear someone's coming to the door and gonna open it up.
Prepare to kill them.
Okay. And okay, let me do something right.
Silo, what the fuck? Where you going?
I'm moving to get a clear shot into the door.
Perfect. Let me get out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm readying an attack for when the door opens.
Okay, so someone's gonna come to the door, open it up, and you see
Oh, Jesus.
this ugly looking dude. And then I'm gonna have all of you roll for initiative here.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, let me add you guys to the ill combat tracker here. Oh shoot, not that.
I'm wondering what this guy saying "who's there" sounded like now. Was it like "who's there"? Or was it like "who's there"?
Oh, it's
Right.
yeah. He's very like light, high pitched, and
I do think that
Hey,
would affect
you
whether or not I went by the door
guys.
or not if it sounded like a monster on the other side.
to be fair, it was a bit muffled.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Excellent. Where's this guy?
And his name is John C.
There we go. Okay. So this guy's actually holding something here. I'm gonna have Jimothy, I need you to first roll an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Wait. What do we got here? Ooh, okay, that is a fail, my friend. Okay. So, okay, I will, let me click on you real quick to see what you got over here. Perfect, okay. So, that is a fail, but we'll begin the combat here with Bofades.
I'll say-
Bofades, what do you got?
Do I get an attack since I said I was waiting for something to open the door?
Yeah, but where you're positioned, like, how are you attacking? Are you like you're
Chucking
like,
a javelin.
Okay. Yes, you may toss your javelin.
Okie dokie. And whatever
And his name is John C.
God, I hate this game so much sometimes. He has been critting so much. Yeah, that'll hit.
13 piercing.
Okay, he will. He's like, oh, as he takes it.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I just subtracted it from all you
Everyone
guys.
took 13.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh.
Can I have my 13 hit points
Everyone
back?
add 13 hit points back. I'm just killing everyone here. Okay. Yes, it seems to hit. Usually a javelin to the face does that.
Oops. I think I had 11.
Okay. Stylo, it is your turn actually. Or no, sorry, still Bofades' turn.
Yeah, still Bofades.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to skip you there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I am going to yeah, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him. Yeah.
All right, Eldritch Blast.
Oh, fantastic. Does an 8 hit?
No, unfortunately not.
All
A
right.
little bit higher than that.
Let's try again. See if we can find a baseline. really?
Apparently, your baseline is 8.
So clearly rolling a 20 on initiative was not important for me at all.
Any movement or anything?
I'm gonna take 2 steps back.
There you go.
Confirming
All right.
baseline.
It's up next is.
You know why your baseline's a 8? Because you took that gross drink.
Yeah, clearly. I'm still a little woozy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know we're approaching time here, so we'll probably just get through this first round and then call it, provided you guys don't kill this guy. So
Right.
we'll kind of stop there. Okay, so
I will
you're up next.
step up to the door and cross my fingers that I don't die. Anyway, I will take my first swing with my Warhammer.
Ooh, yeah.
26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 does hit.
Is this thing undead?
No,
It looks a little creepy.
He looks very creepy, but he is not undead.
Okay, so I will Savage Attacker that roll for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he takes it.
And then I will take my second swing with my Warhammer. And does a 15 hit?
A 15 just hits, yes.
Okay. So another 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. He will take that. Okay.
And that will be my turn because I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Zorn, it is your turn.
No, that's an action.
I'm gonna step out. So this door is wide up. I can shoot this thing from
Yeah,
where I'm
provided
standing.
you can see him, yes. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then I will shoot my short bow.
Fire away.
Shaboom. No. A 14.
14 just hits.
Hey! For 7.
Okay.
And ooh, for 14.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do my second attack.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
So my dread ambusher, an extra d8 if the attack hit. Okay, so one more. So 14 total for that second
Okay. Cool. Still kicking.
one. 2 attacks on the first round, extra. Okay, then I guess I get a. No, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Right?
No, don't you have an extra attack?
No, I can do an extra attack. So one more, because it's the first
Alright.
round.
Okay.
Wah,
12 misses, unfortunately.
wah. All right. And then I'm gonna move right back here.
Fuck, your full health.
Do you want me to stand here? You need me to? Do you need to hide behind me?
No. You're fine.
Okay. It is now this thing's turn. Jimothy's, considering you failed, I'm going to. You are somehow compelled to make an attack against a silo there. So.
Oh. Okay.
So that is. I was going to resolve that earlier on, but I was just saying it's going to.
That was a 26 hit?
Yep.
26 hit,
That'll
okay.
do.
You want to savage attacker that, or?
Well, how compelled am I to do this?
No, you're not compelled.
If I'm like on his side now, then yeah.
No. You're for this moment. It's almost like you're like forced with your like I don't know how it's like something mentally. You're just like it's almost like you go through the motions of like when you I don't know how you like chuck them, like how do you like throw your blades or
Yeah, like I go through the physical motion, but obviously nothing comes out. It's just all psychic energy, I guess.
Yeah, it
Fucking
seems like almost
stab
like
me in the foot.
you like go through the like almost like you notice your hands do the motions and you're like what the hell am I doing, and they just kind of like force them to like do the actions towards a silo. So that's gonna be his thing. He is going to why not, let's use it again there. Asilo, why don't you give me a intelligence saving throw, please?
Intelligence saving throw.
No, no.
Ooh.
A 19, that saves. Yeah, nothing happens. You are not compelled to do anything here. And that is going to be his turn. Up next is Oz. Oz, you're up.
Okay, I'm excited to see how ugly this thing is. Oh, he's adorable looking.
A face only a mother could love.
Exactly.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah.
Does whatever that number is hit?
It does. It does hit.
All right, then that'll be 10 flamey damage.
Okay, he takes it. He's not looking great.
You're not looking great. I'm done.
Okay. And last but certainly not least is Jimothy.
All right, I'm gonna move through him since I can do that since I'm small.
Yep.
And I'm gonna flank him.
Okay.
And pull out my rapier.
Get him.
And attack. Hmm. 19.
19 hits.
I'll sneak attack.
Okay.
Oof. Or 25 piercing.
Oh shit. All right. Describe your kill.
I feel like I'm just gonna like I don't know, stab him in the scrot as I'm running underneath him.
You're like, like, oh.
Speed bagging as you run under.
Yeah, and he like grabs himself and then just like collapses to the ground and he's bleeding out. And you have successfully killed this guy. And wow, in first round. Although to be honest, I figured it was gonna be tough for him to survive this round with 5-on-1. But we're gonna end the combat there, and we'll pick it up there next time, guys. To see what happens with his body doubled over.
Alrighty.
Sweet.
Cool, guys. Thanks for playing. I know it wasn't as combat intensive, but we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
All right. Well,
Hey,
I guess
everybody,
we'll
that's
see
fun.
y'all next weekend or next week.
All right, see you guys next week. Have a good night.